Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be sort of a comparison slash review on a couple of setting powders. The RMS Beauty Unpowder, I've been using this for probably about a year now. It's lasted me such a long time because I don't bake my under eyes, they're too dry, so I just apply a little bit under my eyes to set my concealer every day. And this is quite an expensive product, but it is worth every single cent. If you have the money to buy it, I would. If you use setting powder every day, it's definitely worth the investment. However, if you do bake heavily, it may be a little bit of a waste. This powder is so fine and so silky, and it's super, super clean. So if you're looking to purchase this and you live within Australia, I know that you can get this at Mecca or Mecca Cosmetica. They have it in their online store. It's $49. So like I said, it's not cheap, but it is amazing. If you're in the US, I know on their site, if you get it directly from there, it's around $34, I think it is. So a lot cheaper for you guys over there. It's very clean. The ingredients is silica, and that's it. So I use this every day, and I thought it would be good to do a bit of a comparison with a more affordable product. So I purchased the Well People Realist Invisible Setting Powder. So this is a translucent powder. So if you want to buy this product in Australia, it's around $34. It is a similar size to the RMS Beauty, maybe a tiny bit smaller. And in terms of ingredients, so the ingredients are rice starch, silica, pearl powder, and aloe. So it's quite clean as well. Well People is pretty much safe. If you buy any product from them, you can be pretty confident that the product will be very clean. So yeah, these two, I'm going to compare them now. I'm not going to do one side with one and one side with the other, purely because I use RMS Beauty every single day, including their concealer. So I already know how it performs, and I'll know what the differences will be straight away. So I thought I would do a little bit of highlighting, because that does test powders out a little bit more than just dabbing some of my RMS Beauty underneath my eyes. I've got the Bare Minerals Stroke of Light Eye Brightener here. This is not the cleanest concealer. It's certainly not as bad as your MAC Cosmetics or anything like that. It is a mineral concealer. I don't use this often. I only use this for special occasions, and I use my RMS Beauty during the week every day. If you have any suggestions for me on where I can find a creamy, safe concealer for highlighting, please let me know. So I've just tapped off some of the Well People into the lid, and I'm just rubbing it between my fingers. It does feel silky. It does feel a little more grainy than the RMS Beauty. I think that's probably the rice powder in it. So it feels silky, but you can feel a little bit of a grain in there. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes under my eyes, because they can become quite dry. So I'm just patting that over where I've highlighted under my eyes. First thing I've noticed is there is a little bit of reflect, or I don't know if it's hard to tell if it's like a shimmer or if it's white particles, but there is a little bit of that going on. You can see that it has, oh, it looks really good on camera. It's really reduced the shininess, and it's kind of diffused that under eye area, so it does look quite good on the camera. And in person, it's really reduced that shininess underneath that accentuates the hollows of your eyes. I mean, if you're not going up to the mirror this far away, you can't really see those little particles from back here, but you can see them up close. But I'm really happy so far with the difference that's made. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna go in and do the other eye. Just going to put a touch on my forehead, just in the center here where I've highlighted. Yeah, it's really hard to tell if those little particles are white or if they are like a shimmery reflect. But you can see it's really diffused my under eye area very nicely. It looks beautiful on camera, well, from what I can see in the viewfinder anyway. I'm just gonna leave it sit for a bit and just see how it goes over the next few minutes. So the difference is this, it's not like soft. It feels like it's a little more mattifying, and yeah, it's not as silky on the skin. Like when you put the RMS Beauty on your skin, you can rub your finger over it once it's settled and it just feels silky, feels like luxurious. And this is a little more mattifying, and it's not really leaving like a residue, which is a good thing. But I don't know if that means you may have to reapply it. I'm not sure. But on first impression, I think RMS Beauty is still my holy grail. So I guess the question is, am I happy to recommend the Well People powder? Yes, absolutely I am. Difference is price point. It depends on your budget. If you can afford RMS Beauty powder, you have to do it. But Well People, that powder I'm really happy with so far. I will put a more detailed review on my blog as well once I've worn this for a few hours, and then you can get details on how it's worn throughout the day. But on first impression, I think it looks great on camera and in person as well. It's just the biggest difference is the texture and how it feels on your skin, but it's definitely more affordable. So you really have to weigh all of that up, and it really depends on your budget. I really hope that you found this video helpful today. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.